Make y the subject of this expression or this formula. Root xy squared minus b is equal to y all over x minus b. Okay. We want to make y the subject. That means we want to arrive at y being alone on one side equals to a certain expression. That's the meaning of making y the subject of that formula. Okay. If we look at it, root xy squared minus b is equal to y all over x minus b. Since we have y on both sides, there's y on the right hand side, there's y on the left hand side, it will make sense if we start by removing this square root. So we'll carry out the opposite operation of square root, which is square. Whatever we do to one side, we'll remember we must do to the other side to respect equality. So we square the left hand side and we square the right hand side. The square will cancel the square root. The square root has gone. And so we have xy squared minus b is equal to, this square here will affect the numerator and will affect the denominator. All right, so we say y squared all over. Now with the denominator, we should take note, the square affects the denominator as a single block, not separate. We do not come here to say x squared minus b squared. No, that is wrong. It is x minus b all squared. Very, very important. It is x minus b all squared as a block. Now this is a fractional expression. We just make this one also to be a fraction so that we'll carry out cross multiplication. Okay. This denominator multiplied to that numerator. You have x minus b squared into xy squared minus b. This denominator multiplied to that numerator is simply 1 times y squared. We have y squared on the right hand side, y on the left hand side, y squared on the left hand side. So let's open this parenthesis so that we can gradually be able to make y to be alone. We open this parenthesis, we take this block, multiply by everything inside this parenthesis. This block, we handle it as a block, multiply to this, the same block multiply to that, as we see. All right, so we say x minus b all squared multiplied to x y squared, multiply this, so we'll carry out that. There's this minus, so we'll say minus this thing outside, x minus b squared multiplied to b is equal to y squared. Pay attention, we want to have y alone. So what we need to do now is bring this y squared that we have on the right hand side to come to the left hand side, since there's also a y squared on the left hand side. It's easier now. So we'll take this one, it's positive y squared. When it's coming this way, we're going to be negative y squared. All right, so we have x minus b all squared into xy squared. That one coming this way, it becomes minus y squared. This is minus all of this block, taking it that way, become positive. So all of this now become positive. X minus b squared multiplied to b. Now we can see that y squared is common in this left hand side. So if we factorize out y squared, when we remove y squared from this block, we'll be left with x minus b squared into x. When we remove the y squared outside, then we'll remove y squared here, we'll be left with negative 1 minus 1. All of that is equal to x minus b squared multiplied to b. Now, to isolate y squared, we need to divide both sides by this expression. x minus b squared into x minus 1. We divide here also by the same expression, x minus b squared into x minus 1. We now see that this, since they are the same expression, they cancel out. They cancel out. And so we now have here, what we have here is y squared. What we have here is y squared is equal to y squared, because this only y squared that is left on the left hand side, is equal to x minus b squared into b divided by x minus b squared into x minus 1. Now we don't commit the error to come and say x minus b squared cancels x minus b squared. That's not the case here. Cancellation is possible only when we can cancel round. Remember, here we have two expressions. We have this and we have this. Okay, this x minus b squared is found only here. It is not found here. So trying to cancel like this is illegal. It's not allowed. It can only happen if this one, for example, were multiplied by x minus b all squared. Then that way we cancel round. We cancel x minus b there, cancel it here, and also cancel it here. Since it's not found here, that type of cancellation is illegal. Okay? So the last thing that you do is to remove the power 2. The opposite operation of square is square root. So what we need to do now is take square root of both sides. We take the square root here and we take the square root here. So square root cancels square. We now have the expression for y as we're asked. The expression for y becomes the root of x minus b all squared multiplied to b all over x minus b squared multiplied to x minus 1. This is the expression for the variable y in terms of x and b.